Good evening once again. You're welcome to our Saturday classes. It promises to be another exciting time, and I will be concluding on what we started last week. And so, for the purpose of those that are just joining us, this is Tabitha Health and Wellness. It's an online platform where, majorly for women, really, actually, some people have accused us why we are doing women for women alone. So, but it's a women forum where we teach and educate women and also encourage ourselves to eat and live a healthy lifestyle because that's one instruction that God has given to us to maintain good health and to also uh, encourage one another because the road can be very lonely. It can be very lonely, I tell you. And so when we come together and when we share, we have common interests on this platform, it helps us to also to pursue our purpose regarding our health. And so, but it's not to diagnose any health issues, and it's not to go to it's not to prescribe any medication to anyone. But if you have any concern, any health concern, please ensure you see your trusted healthcare provider. God bless you as you do so. So tonight I will be sharing on the third principle, which is the principle of assimilation. What do I mean? Taking in nutrients. Simply put, taking in nutrients. Our body is created in such a way that, like I always say to everyone, to us on this platform, that no one can understand the way the body is put together. Science is still trying to discover, to know, to understand the anatomy and the physiology of the body. Of course, they've been able to. God has given wisdom to quite a number of scientists and researchers, but then you cannot know everything about women. And if you want to confirm this, you will see that that's why every time there's always improvement, there's always discovery, there's always change to particular drug. In fact, the drug that they used some 20 years ago, they are no longer uh, acceptable in the market. They are no longer, they've been banned. Some drugs have been banned. Some drugs, some medications have affected a lot of people. And research, because of withdrawing it back, they've been able to discover, oh, this is causing liver damage, it's causing um, brain issues and all of that. There are times that some drugs that they give for pregnant women have been causing problems, and they withdraw such drugs and begin to give a better one. So there's advanced, but even in malaria prescription as well, you can see that some drugs that we used to use long ago, many years ago, Sunday that are praying, okay, it's no more acceptable. There's so many things, there's so many changes, new development, and all of that. In fact, now malaria drugs, they don't give one prescription. Sometimes they give combination of two. Okay. And so why? Because for so many reasons. That's not where we are here. We're not talking about malaria though. So things change. Science discover new things per time. It shows that you can't know it, you just can't explain uh the sovereignty of God over everything. He created our body ourselves. So this is just a simple analogy that I want you and I to think about. God created I explained this last week as well. God created you and I, and I gave a prescription. The plant, the seed bearing fruit should be our food, and the plant and the leaves should be our for our medicine. There's so many evidence that should show that indeed, even physical evidence, not even scriptural, things that you eat, things like you drink, you do certain things for a period of time, you see that you're getting better. You don't need anybody, and you don't need a prophet to tell you that, wow, this is the way forward, this is the way to go about it, because that's what God has said. You should be able to eat certain ways to restore your body system. Our body is a deteriorating body. That's another point. Our body is a decaying body, and that's why when people die, and it's only the only thing that keeps you and I alive, the only thing that keep this body well, is the fact that there's still the breath of life in us. Once the breath of life is taken, once the breath is off, the person is gone. They begin to take the person to mortuary. Why? So that person doesn't decay, start decaying. They want to put this in the eyes because the thing that is sustaining, that is making the person not to smell, not to decay, is what is that breath. So now, until until Christ comes to give us a new body, this body will continue to degenerate. And we must understand this simple principle. Now, because the body decay, because the body have the tendency to do so, he has said, and it also have the power. The body has the power to recreate and to rejuvenate itself. Isn't God awesome? The wisdom of God no man can actually understand a fathom. God has created this body. This body go back to the dust. But the God has also given it the power to be able to create itself by the things that you supply to it, by the things that you give to the body to restore and to rejuvenate the body. The body can die. The body has a tendency to die. The body has a tendency, even while you're still having the breath in you. So now, this is the point that I want you to take. As soon as you start denying your body system from the things that will make it to come back to life, the body, even while you still have the breath of life in you, the body keeps degenerating, the body keeps decaying, the body keeps dropping in the capacity. As I say, old age. You see the changes, you see what you can do when you were 20, you probably can't try it when by the time you get to 50 or you get to 60 or 70. What is seven except some extraordinary people? What you can do when you're 20, by the time you're 18, you will not be able to perform such tasks again. So it means that for your body to stay alive, for your body to stay without decaying, for our body to remain and begin to have the power to restore itself, we must supply it with the things that God has given to it to be able to renew our body system. And that's why you can't say somebody, for instance, now, I don't have the immunity to say to immunity that, oh, my body can't go wrong. Or certain things I know have. The only thing that you have is what God has given to you to bring it back to normalcy. You can have digestive issues. You can have headache, for instance. You can have malaria inside. You can have certain issues inside, some things, some infections, and like that. Even despite the fact that you're trying to eat healthy and stay well, some things may just happen, and then that's where God that's where God's things and God's prescription comes in. It comes in very handy. Says this you should eat as food and this you should take for your medicine, because he knows that your body will encounter certain issues, and you and I need to know that we have the responsibility to bring it back to life. Now, I want to share with us certain things that you need to put in that are compulsory. And this new year, that I want us to do more. And the first one is the power of green juices. Okay. The power of green juices. We just concluded a 10 days green juice challenge with about 20 women. And it's just an amazing, amazing platform. Simple and very effective. Women that are ready to take their health to the next level. Come and see how we're just using different recipe for each day for 10 days. I show them how to make it easy for them, how to package them, how to get them done per day. It was such an interesting platform, challenge platform. And a lot of them, many of the women, those who did well, they were giving testimony of amazing changes, things that God did in their lives within that 10 days. In fact, somebody sent a message, said, she's going to be making this a lifestyle. Someone sent this message after the third day, say, please, can I be doing this every time? Can I make it my life? I said, that's the reason why I'm encouraging us to do, because that's what me too. I need that encouragement to go back to my green juicing, because that's one of the ways we can impact our body system. One of the best ways to quicken and to rejuvenate and to heal our body system faster is through green juicing. If you have not been juicing before, I want you to put it aside. Just try it. Try green juicing. So when I say juicing, please, that's why I'm saying green juicing. Okay? When I mean green juicing, I mean subjecting those green leafy vegetables, running them through your juicer, not a blender, please. Not a blender, running them through your juicers, good juicers, masticating juicers that can crush and bring the best out of you. At least a masticating juicer, not the other one, not centrifugal juicer. Okay, that's we waste your money. I've talked about types of juicer before. So you need that juicer at home. And I've said it to you. In fact, I see one of my mamas bought a high-end juicer. Thank God for her. That is remarkable. Honestly, she could have used her money for something else, but she saw the power, what that can do for her. And she invested into that in that juicer. Every one of us should make effort to make it a priority that you get a good user. You see, let us also have a challenge in our community that, oh, I have got a lot of women send me messages. I have got my juicer, send me pictures, and I'm very excited for them. I've got this, I've got that. I said, thank God. Let us make juicing. 2025 should be our year of juicing again. Okay, juicing. I'm impacting our body with a lot of juice, green juices. I took it, I did the challenge myself. In fact, my challenge did not end. I started red yesterday. So why are we doing all of this? We're trying to put the body into that state where the body can revive, renew, restore itself. Green juice is very powerful with antioxidant. Green juice is very rejuvenating. You want to do weight loss program, you don't need to just stress yourself through. I'm not saying you should not go to gym. You can do gym. It's okay. But you want to lose weight and you think it's gym that can do it alone for you. No, don't punish yourself in that area. You can do certain things and gently at home, and then you will achieve your goal of losing weight. So please indulge in green juices, different kind of juices that you can juice. Combine your juices well, and then get the best out of it, and get your body rejuvenated through the antioxidant that is powerful inside the green juices. Green juices has a lot of iron inside as well. It also contain the green juices contain, iron content that can help. Not the type of iron content that they said some people should avoid. No, this is a natural source of iron. That also, iron is very important for transporting oxygen to the part of the rest of the body. It's very important. And I also recommend iron green juices for people who have genetic issues like SS, sickle cell, and all of that. It's a very powerful way to rejuvenate our body system and to help the bone marrow to produce red blood cells. And the red blood cells of the sickle cell anemic people, they die easy. That's why they call them sickle cell anemia, because the red blood cells die very often, very fast, faster than the 120 days. And then you know what is happening. Our hemoglobin reproduces from the bone marrow, and it dies every 120 days. You can imagine for sickle cell, it dies faster. So there's pressure in that region. So that's why they always say to them that they have a solution. That's a bone marrow transplant. Bone marrow transplant, where their blood is being produced. Okay. So now let's go to um, let's go to the next one that I think you and I should also put in our body system. That's fruit. We've talked about it before. That's fruit and vegetables. Fruit. What kind of fruits do we eat? Fruits are amazing. Fruit are wonderful. Fruit are powerful. In fact, they said an apple a day kicks the doctor away from you. So I've actually tried to indulge myself in this apple, and apple is one of the common fruits that I have at home. When pawpaw is in season, I try to get pawpaw as well. And when you get pawpaw, don't trash your pawpaw away. Do the inside of the pawpaw. I'll be sharing certain things with you. Maybe in the next 1 or 2 months, I don't know specifically, we will do a parasite cleanse. And one of the ingredients I will be needing for parasite, maybe I should just say it now. When you buy pawpaw, please don't throw your pawpaw away, your pawpaw seed away. Get the pawpaw seed out of it, get some of them and dry them if you can, or freeze them in your freezer till we'll be able to till and announce the parasite cleanse challenge for us. I don't know whether it's in February. February is our breast care challenge, but I would let us know because we need to do parasite. A lot of us have a load of parasites in our body system that are really creating problems for us. All kinds of parasites in our body system. It's not your fault. Our environments are loaded with them. We breathe them in. We touch the floor, we touch the ground. They are everywhere around us. So and we can't see them with our naked eyes. They are close to us on our clothes, towels, bedroom, and everywhere. They are everywhere with us. So we need to do parasite cleanse on a regular basis. So pawpaw is also an amazing fruit that you can have at home. And to make it easy for us, we can do things like this week, I want to take apple. And you know what? One thing that also interests me is that one apple alone can do wonders. Okay. And let me pause here. I also share this. Please, because you are doing Tabita, I hear people say, I'm doing Tabita. I hear people say, if Tabita that said I should be eating like this. So please don't get things twisted. Don't get things twisted. Tabita doesn't mean that you should not eat. Please, doesn't mean you should not eat. Ha. Eat very well, but eat the right thing. Please, eat very well, eat the right thing. Now, fruit and vegetable, we encourage ourselves that we should take fruits in the morning. When you are eating your fruit in the morning, you can combine your fruit with other things. You can combine your fruit with oat, for instance. Now it goes very well. So you can make it. Oat is high in fiber, and I've encouraged many of us here to do oat. You can do oat for breakfast, overnight oat, or gently eating it on the fire. Just take it and then put a lot of nuts. Put your nuts inside. Chia seed, flax seed. Put your fruit inside. One of the seeds that I'm taking this for. Okay, let me not go jump the gun. I will talk about that soon. It's your fruit. Let it be good. If you are doing fruit salad and you are eating only fruit in the morning, please eat it well. One apple will not be enough for depending on your size, depending on your weight. You may begin to have other issues like ulcer and all of that. Please put them together well. If you're eating banana, eat your banana. If you're not diabetic, if you are controlling diabetes, please don't eat banana for now until until diabetes is being controlled very well and your insulin sensitivity become very sharp. Please don't consume those fruits food. I've given recipes that diabetic patient can take in the morning. There are a lot of breakfast options that you can do, and I've shared that in food for diabetic and other chronic issues. It's there on YouTube. You can see a lot of recipes there. Bring them out, listen to them, and make a copy of them, and then implement it at home. Then banana is there, pawpaw is there, watermelon is there, and I've said it before. Because of different body system, it is advisable to take your watermelon alone. Combining your watermelon with other fruits that doesn't digest so fast, it can be a problem in your digestive system. Watermelon is very high in water content, so it quickly gets out of your digestive system as fast as possible, or digest and breaks down faster than other fruits that are strong. And by the time there's a digestion process, what do you think will happen? The watermelon is still settling there. Why the pawpaw and the pineapple, they're still there. They have higher fiber. The water in watermelon can end up fermenting the other fruits a lot. The same principle also applies to when you eat fruits with your food. Sometimes they can be a jam, and then you want to avoid that as much as possible. The other thing that aside from the fruits, we have a lot of fruits. So because you can go and Google or check on these fruits that we're talking about. Now, one of the things that you need to include in your body system is healthy fat. So when people hear fat, that fat immediately the next thing they're hearing is cholesterol. Cholesterol starts singing in their ears. See, Cholesterol is needed in your body system. The higher level of the cholesterol is what is not acceptable. Last week, I spoke about low density lipoprotein and high density lipoprotein. The low density lipoprotein is the one that they call bad cholesterol. Why? Because it's low in density, it can easily float and begin to attach to different vessels, a lot of that. And when it's high in the body system, you can imagine this numerous and very dense fat moving into different direction of, so it needs to be minimized as much as possible. But the high density, which they call the good fat, the good cholesterol, they are high in density. They don't float around and jump into their high density. They don't float around and jump into different vessels at will. So they are minimal. Though it has its own range as well that it has to be in the body system. So, but the good fats that you need to eat, they don't give you cholesterol. They help you to manage your cholesterol. They help you to even help the cholesterol, help your liver to do the. Your liver also produces cholesterol. Natural process uses, and your liver, your skin uses cholesterol to produce vitamin D. So there are lots of, even your hormone as a woman, your cholesterol, certain cholesterols are needed for certain amounts of cholesterol are needed for hormone production. So if you don't have enough in your body system, adequate amount of this cholesterol, then it will be a problem. That's why women will be having so many hormonal imbalance and all of that in the body system. So you need it. It's make sure that you have the right amount. Now, good fat from where? Good from good sources like avocado oil. Avocado oil, it's omega 9 fatty, fatty acid, omega 9. And then if you if you take um, almond oil, please don't eat up your almond oil. Don't cook with olive oil. Sorry, I mean olive oil. Sorry, please. Olive oil. Don't cook with olive oil. Your olive oil. If I mention almond oil again, so that's not what I want to mention. I want to mention the good fat is olive oil. Olive oil is a good fat that contains is omega 9 fatty acid. It's very, very good for maintenance on your body system. It's protective. It's necessary for all of these things that I've mentioned. It's important. You can also find it in almond. Omega 9 is also found in almond. Then another fat that is also very good in omega 3. Omega 3 is also important because it's anti-inflammatory and all of that. So that now sometimes the omega 9 in hemp seed might also be necessary for certain production. So that's why there's a ratio between the 3, 9, and 6, 3, 6, and 9. That must be in a balanced ratio. I think Udo's oil has that particular oil that has a balance of 3, 6, and 9. Okay, in right proportion. The other thing that you also need to mention, another food that has good fat is avocado. Avocado is in season now. Women, what are we doing? I hope you are eating avocado. I haven't even bought avocado this season. I haven't. So I'm challenging myself. So I need to, because I've been doing greens and all of that. And it's fasting period. So, and I'm happy that avocado is still going to be around quite some time. But I need to buy avocado this period to get some because it's in season now and do some kind of lovely things with it. So avocado is very good. You can do a lot with avocado. You can do a lot with your avocado. Another very important food that we need to introduce into our body system is seed. Seed and nuts. Let me start with the seed. Every woman should have good seed, all this healthy seed at home. I checked my cupboard last time. Okay, I noticed that I've exhausted my chia seed. So and exhausted a few things. So I had to make my order and I got some. So I was very excited when I got my chia seed. So oh, my chia seed is back. So I got chia seed, I got a few. So I'll tell you the technique that I also use to get this seed. It's not everything that you can get. So that's why we always make this healthy living like a rocket science. It's not everything, just plan. It's just planning. Once you plan it out, you find it out that it's amazing. Do you know just 10 pieces of certain are not, is it just enough for you for the day? Now let's talk about the seed. What seeds are good for you? Chia seed, amazing. good for the nerves. Flaxseed, good. Every woman should have flaxseed, and every woman should use flaxseed. Hormone imbalances, hormone adjuster, hormone supporter, hormone refresher, and all of that, like that. Amazing. And also, do you know that it's also very good for the nerves? Now, I'll share with you a few things. These chia seed, you can add them into your smoothies. You can add them into your oat. You can add them into your what's it called now, yogurt. You can add them into your yogurt. You can Do you know that you can also make overnight chia seed? You can put it in it draws. Some people say they don't like the drawer part. We are all different people. It draws, it just put it that drawing part, it and what makes it very amazing for regulating blood sugar. And it doesn't mean that because you are taking it, your blood sugar will crash. No, so it has those food, they has a way of balancing each other, okay, to help to regulate your blood sugar. If it's high, if it's low, it just regulates it. Okay. So chia seed is very good. Flax seed is amazing. There are other seeds as well. M seed is also another one. M seed is also very powerful. It's very nice. There are so many seeds that you can use. There's sesame seeds, there's sunflower seeds, there's so many. So if you have the capacity to indulge, to have all of the, everything that I have. I think I have sesame seed, I have sunflower seed, and I have chia seed, flax seed. But the ones that I'm used to, I will not lie to you, is chia seed and flax seed. Those two, I make sure that I have them regularly. I just sprinkle them on different things that I do. So make it simple. Healthy living lifestyle is very simple. Don't let it be complicated at all. I had an online meeting with a group, and they asked me to talk about, it was Christmas period, and they asked me to talk about how to be nutrition on the budget. And by the time I went on and began to start things that you can do that are not even expensive, that you can eat and are not even expensive. Everything is expensive now, so we all can't run away from that fact. Even in US, I learned that they've increased their um, groceries and their purchases and all of that by 20% or by 50% or whatsoever. So it's everywhere. UK, the same people are complaining things are more expensive now and all of that. The same thing happening here in Nigeria. So we just have to work around it. These things are important. Let's work around it and see how we can know how we can do something about it and still be able to eat healthy. So chia seed and flax seed is amazing. So you can use that and make it simple. That's in your home. Then the seed. What about the nuts? The nuts, you have almond. Some say, almond is very expensive. The one I bought a quarter or so. I don't know, it's quite reasonable. If you buy that, you're not going to use that thing for 1 month. You're going to use it for maybe like, depending on the number of family. Do you know that 6 pieces? You just want to put 6 pieces in your mouth per day. Then the other seed I also eat that okay that I did not mention is pumpkin seed. I just started with pumpkin seed when I did the research on pumpkin seed. So I do flax seed, I do chia seed, and I do pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seed is that green one. Amazing. I didn't know before that it is also equally amazing for women as well. See, it's also good for nerves, all these nerve issues and all of that. It's also good for parasite cleanse. So that's one of the things we're going to use for parasite cleanse. Excuse me, mama, mommies. Go and save towards that thing. You're going to use pumpkin seed. Save towards it. Save it, and trust God. Say, God, I'm going to use pumpkin seed for next challenge. God, provide the resources, provide the pumpkin seed for me. He will do it for you. So just put your mind on that. So pumpkin seed is another one that I'm enjoying so well. Sometimes I just take a little in the morning on empty stomach. I just chew it, okay? Even during fasting, sometimes I just pick a little, I put it in my mind to just help me to clean my soul, especially during fasting period. Okay, so it's amazing seed that you can go and research on it, what companies are. And you know what? Keeping pumpkin seed at home as a woman will help our daddies. So I used to put it on my husband's oats. I put it on, at least I tried my best. Men are very stubborn. Please don't tell them all. But you try as much as possible to encourage them. So I put seed. I say, daddy, shall I add seed. The person, okay, how did in fact when I make oat for my husband, I don't put I say, this is not how you make oat for me now. So he's used to the new style of making oat. So this how let me see it. This is how I make my oat when I have the time. Sometimes I don't have the time, just put the seed on it and then I'll go. Now, even me, sometimes I can't eat oat empty. At the same time, let me add this to you that it's also good to add your fruits to your fruit and nut and seed to your oat just to balance it up, okay? So that you don't have deficiency in nutrients. And in fact, as a matter of fact, if you are doing any food at all, any combination, have this in mind. Three things are very important, or four are very important that you should keep in mind. So the old system is that I put a little water, I put my oat, I just allow it to steam a little. I add a teaspoon of coconut oil, okay? I turn it like that. Then I bring it out. If I have banana, I slice banana on it. I put little almond. I had chia seed. I had flaxseed. No, I don't have flaxseed with the oat because it's strong. Flaxseed is strong, so I don't have the except it's grinded. So I had chia seed, if I have chia seed at home, add almond, diced banana if it's available. Then I also add I had pumpkin seed. Then sometimes I had um raisins. So that's what I'm enjoying now. I had raisins. So now I'm just feeling my raisins about finishing. So I know that the next of thing I want to buy now is raisins. So you plan it that way. So eating that kind of oats, you have fat inside, you have your fiber inside, you have your nuts inside, you have the seed inside, you have your seed is going to give you protein, your fiber, and all of that as there. So when you're eating breakfast, that is breakfast. And then let me top it up. I top it up with tiger nut milk. So most times, most often, except I don't have tiger nut milk, I've had tiger nut milk. I had honey and it's almost it's always a lovely breakfast. You can do that even as an overnight oat. Put it like that and take your thing in the morning. If you don't like cold things, you can warm it and do it. So let's just do things in a very innovative way and stop saying healthy living lifestyle is boring. Who said that? It's not boring at all. It's not boring. It is interesting. It's lovely. It's just taking the things that can throw toxin in your body out of it. That's all. So let nobody be telling you that I want healthy living. There's nothing like that. We are God. We are people practicing what God has asked us to do. Some people make a mockery out of some things that I will just smile. So please, you are not following that one healthy living. You are following what God asked you to do. And you are being wise. You are eating things that will give you nutrients. Where is the thing from? And some people are saying, well, my husband asked me to stop all those things that I'm doing. I should stop, 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 stop. I'll just be smiling and be laughing. Either you or the husband. So one of you are deceiving yourself or the husband doesn't have understanding. So if you that have understanding, you're to also follow your husband. The husband will just follow you like that too. God forbid anything happens. They say, but your husband will now tell you, but you should have told me better. And I should have explained to me better. Live your life, encourage your husband or encourage your wife. Okay, there's no man here. Encourage your husband, continue living your life. When your husband sees the changes and the transformation in your life, don't bother. Some husband can mock their wives when their all wives are down. Say, hey, with all the healthy living you are doing, don't mind them. They are only mocking God. That's where I say it. Because your body is a deteriorating body. Anything can happen to you. What happens is that just make sure you get it up. Get it up with the knowledge and understanding of the things that you have learned. Ask God for direction. A friend of mine told me that she was just feeling unwell. And she called me. I think she called me. I couldn't pick. I feel like call it her. She said, she's not feeling fine. No, my very good friend. And I said, what do you have at home? Oh yeah, and me, I don't run down. They say, if you don't have anything at home, go and take your medication or go to the hospital for treatment if you don't feel very good. And so she said, no, 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 no. She said, no, no, she's not hospital. Okay, no, I don't know how to take care of that. I said, okay. She said she'll have this. Okay, I said, okay, do you have this in it? Something to boost your immune system. And I mentioned a few things. So later she called me and said, already, you know what I use? My friend told me she used activated charcoal to cleanse herself and she recovered. I said, she's fine. I said, your faith is strong. so, so That's what I'm saying. Your body can feel weak, but she get to understand that she need these are the things that she needs to do to boost her immune system. All by herself, she still use activated charcoal. That's what she uses to clean her system and to get back. That's what she used for her malaria. Also, she says she's back, she's fine. So please don't let anybody mock you. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're doing anything you're doing. No, you're doing what God asks you to do. And then your body will speak for you. If you're doing the right thing, you may break down at anything, but it is, let me tell you something. There is nothing that works. I have seen it, I'm seeing it, and I know I have so much confidence in the God that created those things. There is nothing that works better than the food that God has prepared for us. It's not, there's nothing like, when you call something humble brag in God. It's an humble brag in what God has given to us. And I'm proud and celebrate the fact that what God has given to us is such a blessing to many. I've seen women share testimony, the ones that are not even sharing on the platform. And I so much feel the joy fills my heart when I see women recovering, women outside of Tabitha, that they don't even come to Tabitha, that just take, do this, do this, do this by the wisdom of God, and then they are back to their feet. And some are still on the journey, and I know that they will get there in Jesus' name. All of us, we are a work in progress. Our health will not bring us down in Jesus' name. And as we will round it up, don't forget to hydrate your body system. Water is very important. See, I'm a culprit. As I stand before you, as I'm talking now, there's 24 ounces of water standing in front of me. This water, I can't finish it. I mean, I've taken like about half of it before coming upstairs. I'm very poor with water. So I get intentional to drink water. I do juicy. Okay, like today, I've had juices. Okay, I've had teas two times. So I hydrate myself with some of these things. But water is what I just make it very intentional. Some people have gone past that level. Some take 3 liters, 2.5 liters every day, and you don't miss it. Me, I will not lie to you. I still struggle with 2.5 meter. But if I calculate all the juices, all the teas that I've taken, of course, they will surpass that. But water on its own, I'm praying to Jehovah to help me to drink water 2.5 liters a day. I've been trying. Sometimes I do 1.5. Sometimes I do 1 liter plus my juices. It may pass. My teas. I take teas a lot. Actually, I take teas a lot. I can take tea like about 2, 3 times a day, depending on my availability. And I take juices. I take drink. I drink tiger nuts. I drink liquid. But the water is what I'm talking about. Water, we need to hydrate ourselves. Water is not all the drinks, but the juice you can hydrate me. Then I take cucumber. I take a lot of cucumber juice as well, apple and all of that. Especially now that I'm doing more of juices. So I like to use myself as an example for you so that you know that we are also work in progresses. There's no highland. There's nobody that's just up there. So and that's why we are here. We encourage ourselves to get better. And so if you're struggling with hydration, please don't joke with hydrating your body, please. Don't you joke with it. A young guy shared with me that he had heart attack, and he said this heart attack is a dehydration prone heart attack. So I had that. I said, that's another that it happens, of course. Dehydration affects, it makes your blood also thickens. So we need to take a lot of water, especially those who have genetic issues like SS, sickle cell, and all of that. They need more water to hydrate their body cell, because you see, because of the sickle nature of their cells, of their red blood cells. So they need a lot of water to get it flow, full very well. So please don't forget to take water. Water is very important. Water is life. Water is healing. Water rejuvenates your body. Water restores. Water is rich in oxygen, and water is very good. And talking about water, make sure your water is good. Make sure you have balanced, structured water. This one is a big English that there's somebody who said, "What is structured water?" Please go and research that one. We need structured water. Some people don't drink water that can really get to their cells level. Some people just drink water, but the water doesn't get down. So that's another thing that we need to watch. All the people that are drinking bad water, please stop it. please, penny wise, naira foolish. Oh no, man, that's what we call this one. Let me not. I want to speak my language. No man, pele you, but this is what they call it. Please, penny wise, naira foolish. You are saying you are saving money. If you know your level is pure water, please know the pure water that you are drinking, and please look for filtered machine that you can use to filter your water. That filter water. If I tell you certain things, there's certain crazy things that I do. Sometimes I just, my son will tell me, "Mommy, why are you buying, sending money to buy this kind of thing?" I just enjoy that this thing is good. It's for my life. I have only one. Let me do it well. Let me do it well. Some of us are so stingy to ourselves. Some of us will calculate the amount of fruit that you will eat, and you'll be equating the fruit with, if I eat this one, if I use the money to buy fruit, if I do not buy rice and gari to play, I understand. But do you know something? That even the artisans on the way, they know the value of eating fruit and vegetable. These malams that you see, they don't joke with all those their seed. You see, they're the ones selling seed and plant for us. When you get to their shop, they have all those things. They don't joke with them. They have their zobo, they have their fura, they have their this, and put their clothes and all those things inside. Eh, enough is enough. A word is enough for the wise person. No, please don't let us be stingy to ourselves and said, they don't even. She doesn't even understand. Somebody was advising another woman and saying that, be careful the way you change your diet. Please mind your own business, madam. Please stop discouraging other people. Let them live their life. And I was very happy at the answer that the person, they say that she doesn't even need anybody, a prophet, to tell her anything. Her body tells her that she feels better than the way where she's coming from. This is her lifestyle and she's running with it. That is it. You don't want to do, and you want other people to join you not to do. And you're saying, be careful the way you are changing your diet. You don't understand. You're not changing anybody's diet here. We're encouraging you to eat God's food. And the pattern is the way you eat it. So somebody reached out to me as well, and we're talking. I asked them what they eat. Fantastic. They've actually improved, changed some things. They're not even a Tabitha member. A doctor told them that all this running around and doing tests, we just take their money. If they can only eat, they can just be eating, change their lifestyle and be eating more fruit and vegetable, that woman will get well. I was so impressed in my heart. I said, God, thank you that you are really opening the height of many people, medical practitioners saying that, God, we are grateful. We're going somewhere and we are getting there very soon in the name of Jesus, because the rate of sickness and affliction is alarming. Doctors are even tired. They will work from morning till evening. Hey, they will work from morning till they are tired. You now say your doctor is prescribing wrong something for you. How will they not do? Because the stress is too much. One doctor on how many people? So you need to take your health into your hands and start doing the things that are necessary and stop discouraging people. Madam, it's not convenient for you. Keep it to yourself. Hmm? Keep it to yourself. Don't discourage other women that are doing things and are helping. And you too, that you are listening to discouragement. You know what you are doing and how it's helping your body system. Why are you listening to people? You know, people like to follow them to do the wrong thing. Please be focused. We are not doing anything strange. It's what we are doing is what God has asked us. And I'm confident enough that this is what God asked me to do this. And I'm encouraging every one of us to go ahead and do it, because I know God's food works. God's nature works. His creation for our body system, they work. And we must come to realization, we must come to the knowledge of this. And then afterward, you must also exercise. Don't forget to exercise. Please exercise. And lastly, sleep well. Manage stress. Sleep well. Now, I sleep, I try to sleep. Sometimes I might sleep late, but I try as much as possible to take like 7 hours sleep. And that has been helping me a lot. I work very hard. I work very hard. So I say to myself, don't deny yourself with these ways to sleep, ways of sleep. So sometimes if I tell you that I wake up, sometimes I wake up around 5 a.m. and target myself, do a few things when I'm still relaxed. I take my prayer maybe around 6. And once I finish taking my prayer, sometimes I feel sleepy, I will sleep back. I'll sleep back. When I get up, I do things. My children are in they're in uni, so now I have some few free time, especially when they're not around. I just go have my bath, get my ready for my office, and then do some few things for myself for my food. and then and go. When I come back, sometimes I still work again when I came back home, do some few work, and I try to sleep by 10. Sometimes I can be there, sometimes 11, 12. Oh, let me not lie to you people. I can be there sometimes and I'll be like, no, this is not good for you to sleep. So I program myself. My phone is on 15 minutes to 10. It will be telling me it's time to sleep. It's time to sleep. And when I sleep that way, I have a lot of rejuvenating experience. My body is being restored, getting better every day. Please do prioritize sleep. For every woman that is a minister on this platform, please, or a pastor's wife, I want to beg of you, prioritize rest. Prioritize rest. Delegate these assignments. And for many busy executives, please prioritize rest as well. I'm talking to myself as well. My husband hears this, or my husband is saying, you that you're talking, I hope you are also practicing. I'm trying everything possible. I'm trying everything possible in my power. And I make sure that if I even sleep late, I try to stretch my sleeping and make sure I take like 7 hours sleep. Please let us do this together. We need to rest. Somebody was supposed to come and work and do something for me tomorrow. And but the man said, I want to rest tomorrow. I said, please, rest is important. I encourage him as well. Please take time to rest. When your body is saying that you must rest as much as possible. There is no trophy for a workaholic man. And there is no trophy whatsoever for a workaholic woman. Sometimes when our energy pushes us to go and go, we keep going. I do that too. I just keep working and keep working. But I said to myself, like I always tell my mom, manage the energy that God has given to you. Reserve this, don't use everything. Reserve some and then use some, no, use it for another time. The Lord will help us. As we do our part, the Lord will do his part. Of course, we can be sure that God is doing his part. Wisdom to do all of these things and the direction that we need to practice over it because God wants us to be well. There's no one who feels good when they are down or ill health. So please prioritize. Put all of these things that I've spoken about. Put them into practice and implement them as much as you can. Ask God for grace. Start small and grow into it. And before you know what is happening, become your lifestyle. And then you begin to rejoice and you begin to gain your health back, or you begin to enjoy your health. God bless you. And thank you for listening. Good night, everyone. So let me share the recipe, the juice recipe that I promised to share. I went into a lot of talk tonight. I'm praying that God is going to help us to be able to implement many of these things. So the juice recipe, you need tamarind. I don't know how many of us know tamarind. Tamarind is amazing fruit, but it's not very common. Okay, there are two type of tamarind. Okay, so the tamarind, that's the wet tamarind, velvet tamarind. So that's the one you should be. The tamarind itself, gong gong. So you will get that. You can get 1 cup. Mm. You will put it in the water, your desired amount of water. Boil it together with maybe like cucumber, pineapple peel, um, you can put cinnamon, cloves, no garlic. You can add ginger, different things, you spice like that, black pepper, different spices as it comes in, not bay leaf, please. You can also add lemongrass inside, gives you that nice taste. But boil it for a period of time. Once it's finished boiling, okay, you can add orange. I add orange into mine. I cut the orange into 4 parts. I remove the seed, then I remove the peel, then I throw in the orange inside. But if you don't mind, you can also add the peel. I didn't have peel this time, but maybe next time I will add the peel of the orange next time. I just wanted another flavor from the orange. That's why I didn't add the peel this time. Next time I'm doing it, I had another the peel. You can add cayenne pepper, depending on you. Okay, you can just limit it at black pepper, white pepper, and all of that. It's okay, and then allow it to boil. Once it boils very well, you drain it. Once it's finished draining from the sieve, then you can turn it into another sieve, maybe another tinier sieve to get some of this. That's how I did mine. I'm explaining how I did mine. They remove it from the fire and drain it out, and then you can add your sweetener. You can add your honey. I did honey. You can add dates, anything that you want to add. You can add dates into it. It's so amazing. I'm telling you. It's right in the fridge now. Still in the fridge. I took some. I took it when it was hot. I took it when it was warm. But I've not taken it when it's really cold. So I'm going to take it for my lunch tomorrow. So when I get back from church, I will take it and put it in my cup. When I put it in my cup, I will take my food, and when I finish, I'll step down with my tamarind juice. So I hope you try it. Please give it a try and then get back to me on how you feel about it. Now, one of the things that this juice is going to do for you, it's going to help you so well from your liver point of view. I know what your liver can do. It helps with the liver a lot. And all the ingredients that you have added to, they're the goodness of life. The cloves, the no turmeric inside though. To come turmeric will color it for you. So don't put turmeric inside. So the cloves, the pepper, the lemongrass, the cinnamon stick, and all of that, it will do a lot for you. So that's that about the juice recipe. Give it a try, give it to your family, and then enjoy it. Please don't add sugar. You're not using sugar. You can add honey. I use honey. So I do not use dates this time because I know dates is expensive now. But I don't actually have dates powder for now, but I will have this powder by next week. So I will add it to it. You can also use baobab sweetener. Baobab is also good. Add the baobab sweetener as well. You can add this and add baobab. You can also add honey alone. That's fine. So enjoy your juice and have a beautiful weekend. God bless you.